Hello, Kylian. This is the time when we speculate somewhat around the Ballon d'Or. If you could vote, would you vote for Ousmane Dembélé? Yes. Can you tell us why? Do I really need to explain myself? We talk about who at the moment? Lamine Yamal, Ousmane Dembélé. I would vote for Dembélé. Explaining means that things are not clear, but to me, things are very clear. Emmanuel Baranguet, Kylian, we have heard you after the semi-final with seeing that the glass is rather full, but being always playing defensively, is that not a bit too much? Well, yes, maybe you are right. When you have 5 goals in a semi-finals that are shot against you, then you have less ways to play to win the game. And we are looking at the World Cup, and the World Cup is one with having a lot of certainties on the offensive side. Of course, we'll need to be very sure about ourselves in the defensive part. We have a lot of players who are absent, 2 wingers, and I think that we need to keep working. And as I said, we need to be as certain as possible ahead of the World Cup. Hello, Kylian from Equipe. Who are we talking about at the moment, Lamine Yamal or Ousmane Dembélé at the moment? Are we too restrictive for the Ballon d'Or? Well, things evolve very rapidly. It's something that evolves very rapidly, and the latest winners showed us some players we didn't think they would win it, and then they did it. It's in September and October, and until then, a lot of things can happen. At the moment, we're talking about both players. Hello, Kylian, Jean-François Perez. Is this the first time that we have heard you in a few days? What do you think about the victory of the Paris Saint-Germain on May 31st? What was your reaction? We're very happy. We knew about what was happening with PSG. Well, I was in Morocco, in Marrakesh, and I watched the match at the Fairmont in Marrakesh. Here I'm giving you all the details. There was my cousin, some friends. It was a large TV screen. On a more serious note, I was very happy because they deserve it. And as I said earlier, they knew so many years where it was hard. I was part of it. I've gone through all the steps of the Champions League, apart from the victory, so I know full well what I'm talking about. And on the field, it was the best field team on the field. 5-0 in the finals. I don't remember a final, neither in the Champions League nor in the World Cup with a final. So this is something that they deserved. Now, this is the team that needs to be beaten. And there's the Champions League, obviously, next year as well. Hello, Kylian. You haven't gotten any title with Real Madrid, and Paris Saint-Germain did win the treble. Does this have an influence on your team, on your creativity? Do you think that you always have a positive influence on the collective game? You mean, yeah, I didn't win anything with my team. Is that what you're saying? What is a season when you don't win anything, like, so to speak, white season? Are you looking at matches? Off microphone. That's not the question. We did win 2 titles. Had you said major, I wouldn't have said anything. But here, okay, so we do agree. No, never give lessons to others. Of course, we missed out on the major titles. And this year, well, we learned a lot. And you said Paris Saint-Germain won the Champions League without me. Well, I think it's a good thing. I'm not affected by it. We have challenges throughout our career. Now I'm in the eye of the tiger, and I like that. I always like holding this type of position. It's up to me to work on it, to curb the trend, and I have been able to go my way. So it's important to work and to make progress, and hopefully next week win all these titles. And now, maybe you will not ask me about the Saison Blanche anymore, white season. Hello, Kylian. Earlier you were talking about offensive certainties that you already have and that you're building up on the long run. Do you feel that the French side can evolve with 4 players playing and attacking on the long term? When I talk about certainties, I'm talking about the match that we played when we played Spain. Are things where we improve. We had opportunities that we created in the game, and that's what I'm talking about. Then, of course, we can have 4 players in the attacking side, or 3. We had 4-3-2-1. Sometimes you had 3 or 2 players who were attacking, and these were teams that were won. The idea is to have the right balance between attacking and between obviously defending. And as I rightly said, now everybody's giving us a reputation of a team that existed in the past. And when I'm talking about the past, it's 2018, 2022. Now it's a new team. And when you look at the sides, most don't have more than 30 caps. So it's a team that needs to be built up, and to build up its reputation and not work on the past reputation. And that is the challenge lying ahead. There's a lot of talent without this team, and I think that we can do a lot of great things. Hello, Kylian. You played throughout the season in Real Madrid in the Axe, and even when you played against Spain, do you think that you have made progress this season? And how did you make progress playing on this position? And if so, what can you improve? After having played number 9 in clubs, football, and in the national team, it's not the same. But to make progress in certain areas, this is the position that I played in the past, but not much. And I'm starting to get used to holding this position. What I do know is that in football, nothing is certain. There's a lot of uncertainties. Maybe tomorrow I will play another position and the day after another one. At the moment, I'm playing in the Axe, and I try to do as best as I possibly can. Hello, Kylian. 2 questions in one. First, on Paris Saint-Germain's victory. Are you thinking that maybe you left 1 year too soon? And then Rayan Cherki, you're very close by to him. How did you help him in his first cap? And what do you think about him? I don't think that I left Paris Saint-Germain too soon. My story with Paris Saint-Germain was over. It needed to come to an end. And that is the reason why I am not bitter about it at all. I think I have reached the end of the road. And when you do so, then you cannot be bitter. You cannot have any regrets. I did try everything. I gave it all. And it's just destiny. It had to take place without me. Now, with regards to Rayan Cherki, it's not me, but the side. Our side, we helped him as much as we possibly can, and the qualities that this player has are obvious. We never had any doubt. It is a player that can bring a lot to our side, and everything is in the head, and it's up to him to be fine. A last question. Would you say that you found 100% of your capacity since January and that you're back to your best level? It's hard to say. I'm not an expert in maths. I don't know if I can reach 100%. But since January, I've been feeling good. I had great performances. It's not perfect. Nobody is perfect. But I believe that I'm on going upstream, and this is great. I'm feeling good. And the most important thing is to win titles. Not everything is perfect, because what is perfect is to win titles. We have the Club World Cup ahead, and it's a major trophy that will determine a lot of things in the future. And afterwards, we're going on a vacation, and then we'll start a new year that will be even longer, I believe. And we'll see how much time we'll have to recuperate, but we will be there, whatever happens.